My people, oh, another spaghetti episode is here. How are you doing? So yeah, that was me prepping the meat. We're using beef today, so it's just boiling. These are some of our ingredients for stir fry spaghetti: carrots, green beans, yellow and green peppers, scotch bonnet pepper, onions, garlic, seasoning cubes, and then of course the spaghetti itself. So this was me, parboiling the spaghetti. Well, I'm the type of person that likes my spaghetti well cooked. I know, right? Most people like it, I don't know, not so cooked, especially if it is a stir fry spaghetti. But me, I'm telling you, if I don't cook my spaghetti well, I don't enjoy it, which is why I can't even eat stir fry spaghetti outside. Spaghetti generally, I've never used my money to eat out. So after boiling, I was here trying to do two things: to wash off the excess starch to avoid stickiness, and also of course to stop the cooking process. We know that if it's too hot and you leave it for a while, it can continue cooking on its own even though it's in the colander. The heat was too much for your sister to tolerate. To Guys, I had to remove my hand quickly. Had to run some clean cold water and rinse it quite a number of times before I got what I was looking for. So yes, this was it. This is the third time I'm washing and running clean water in it. Yeah, now I can tolerate it to a level. So yeah, and then I'm done rinsing it. I'll just here running the tap water directly into the colander, just so that I'm sure that none is sticking together. I don't like spaghetti sticking together, and especially if you want to make stir fry spaghetti. Yeah, there's the spaghetti that you prepare, and then you like it when it's gummy. Boy, man, this was not it. So yes, truly, my love for plantain these days is I don't know. So that was me frying plantain to go with it. Our pot is back on fire, frying or heating up some oil. This was some few, crushed garlic, just to infuse the garlic flavor into the oil. This was me putting in chopped onions, roughly chopped onions, and then, of course, scotch bonnet pepper. Put as much as you can tolerate. There's no quantity, salt for taste, and of course, seasoning cubes. Now, I was careful of the seasoning cubes I'm putting because I intend to use meat stock later. This was green beans, of course, and then my carrots. I put them first because I don't want to be tasting anything crunchy while I eat my spaghetti. So yes, I gave them a while, then I now came up and then added the um bell peppers, the yellow and green bell peppers, after like 2 minutes of carrots and green beans cooking. Yes, the green and the yellow bell peppers. I couldn't get the red bell peppers, and I had to do with what I have, Jerry. So yes, this was me, mixing up. See how the beauty blend of those colors. So I was using soy sauce. This was the light soy sauce and some oyster sauce. My people, oyster sauce in your spaghetti is a game changer. If you have access to it, oh my goodness, try it. It's so nice and yummy. Of course, yours truly adding in some spaghetti. Yeah, my pot wasn't that big enough, so I had to hold up with, introducing the spaghetti because I needed to put it and then mix it up well. Okay, so in Lagos here, there's something they use. I don't know what they call those things, those tools, kitchen tools to mix up stir fry spaghetti. I do not have them. So I was making use of what I have, my people. Don't worry. When I update my kitchen, I'm going to show you and do the needful. Anyways, that was me mixing up the, spaghetti and stir frying it already. If you look closely, you see that the spaghetti, most people will say when you want to stir fry, cook your spaghetti, it's 75 to 80% done. Then, before stir frying and everything. I cooked mine 90% done. So it was almost done. For some people, this is already too done. But for me, I still wanted to cook some more, right? And that was the whole spaghetti. me trying to mix up. At this point, I was beginning to doubt the ingredients, the peppers. I wasn't seeing all my peppers. I was like, where are the peppers, my people? My peppers were under the spaghetti. Okay, they're beginning to come up beautifully. Yeah, I wish I added more, but it was fine. It came out just beautiful. Yeah, this was me stir frying it. It takes a while, maybe 2 3 minutes of stir frying. But then, my people, like I told you earlier, I do not want to be eating raw spaghetti or spaghetti with the taste of, raw in it. No, I don't want. So, yes, after all this mixing, you will see now. I'll add some little water, not just water, I think some chicken broth. I'm not sure whether it's chicken or beef. Sha, I had some chicken broth in the freezer. So I had to add a little quantity of that chicken broth to just allow the food cook. Normally, this would have been eaten like food is done, but me, I cannot eat food like that. So it was not cooked. As far as I'm concerned, it was just fried. So yes, this was the chicken broth. It was frozen, and of course, that's the oil right on top of it. Just put a little, mix them, and then cover them for a minute before food was finally ready. I think they were still preparing the the meat by the time I finished doing this. They're doing a lot of drama on the meat. I said, no, 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 me, I don't have time for, hunger was already heating up. I said, okay, guys, when the meat is ready, I will eat that differently. So, yes, after mixing it, and then I gave it a minute to, boil. And guys, spaghetti was ready. Now, this is how I want my spaghetti, people. This was how I want my spaghetti. I did not want to overcook it, to undercook it because I want it to be well cooked. And I tell you the truth, I enjoy my spaghetti. Ha ha! Would you be trying this recipe, guys? It's so nice and yummy. By this time, I could not wait any longer. The meat was taking long, and yours truly did not have time for anything. Yeah, I was already served and going. Bye, guys. Take care.